Hi, everyone. We are going to read 29 and 30 in Playing Atari with Saddam Hussein. So there are 4 chapters left. So we're going to read 2 today and then 2 tomorrow. And then we're done. Oh, it's so crazy. Last we left off, the governor's wife had dropped off food for the Fadhil family. And so they finally got a good meal. And Ali is feeling a little bit better. Chapter 29, Thursday, February 28th, 1991, day 44. Wake up! Words are invading my ear and poking at my sleep. Ali, wake up! It's Shirzad. What? I say, eyes closed. Shh, get up. You have to see this. My brother yanks off my blanket. I open my eyes. I see Shirzad's feet. I'm sleeping on the blanketed floor of the safe room with the rest of the family. We still don't know if we are really safe. The war has not been officially announced as over. I follow Shirzad to my room, which overlooks the front yard. Down on the street is a man, a soldier in Baathist uniform. He is walking past our house, not in the brisk soldier way, but slowly. And over there, Shirzad points, 2 soldiers down the street. It looks like one is leaning on the other. They were just in front of here, my brother says. It looks like one injured his leg and the other is carrying him along. Who are they? I ask. Where are they going? And wait, they don't have any guns. What good are soldiers without weapons? I'm going to go find out, Shirzad says, and races out of the room. I take off right behind him. I run down the stairs and gain ground on Shirzad. Before he can open the front door, I'm standing in front of it. I'm going out with you, I say. And then, although the word almost sticks in my mouth, I add, please. Come on, my brother says. I step away to let him unlock and open the door. We both race outside into the street and up to one of the soldiers. Excuse me, Shirzad says. Sir? The soldier stops. He stares blankly at us. We were just wondering, Shirzad falters. Where are you coming from? I ask. Where are you going? I'm coming from hell. The soldier says, I'm going home. He starts walking away from us. When he's out of hearing range, I say, that was creepy. I think he's shell-shocked, Shirzad says, not right in the head. Hey, there's more. A new pair of soldiers is on our street. We run up to them. I ask the same questions. Where are you coming from? Where are you going? Got a cigarette? One soldier asks. No, sorry, Shirzad responds. We're coming from Kuwait City, the other soldier says. We were in our tank, part of a convoy, moving north along Route 80, when the enemy planes showed up and bombed us to pieces. Route 80, also known as the Basra-Kuwait Highway. It was crazy, man, says the soldier who asked for a cigarette. We had to walk miles, and everywhere we saw burned vehicles and burned bodies. These are just kids, the other guy reminds him, referring to us. And the smell of the oil wells and the charred corpses and burning gas. It was a highway of death. Yes, a highway of death. We're lucky to be alive, the other soldier says. We just want to get home. We're a little lost. Which way to Baghdad? Shirzad gives them basic directions to a route that leads to Baghdad. We wish the men luck. Then we run into the house to find Mama. Over weak coffee, we tell her what the soldiers said. They're coming home, my mother says. Our soldiers are leaving Kuwait and coming back. This means they're in retreat. The war is really coming to an end. Baba may get back today, says Shirzad. Those men made it. Baba could too. We sit in a silence heavy with hope and fear. It's going to be hard to sit around and wait, admits Mama. Let's keep the younger two busy. We could do chores or play a game. Game, my brother and I shout quickly. And no game lasts longer than Monopoly. By the time Ahmed and Shireen wake up, the Monopoly board has been set up, the money has been sorted, the cards are in place, and we're ready for go. Even Mama joins us in the playroom. The game gets competitive fast. Boardwalk, Ahmed yells. He purchases it and eyes properties. I own Park Place. No trade, I tell him. It's my turn. I roll the dice. I move my piece and land on Community Chest. I take a card. You have won second place in a beauty contest, I read. Collect $10. My brothers jeer at me. I won first place. Shireen says. Okay, just give me my money, I say to Shirzad the banker. It's Mama's turn. Free parking, she says, scooping up the money in the middle. Ugh, the rest of us groan. Ahmed picks up the dice and shakes them. Just as he's about to toss them, who's winning? A voice calls from the doorway. Baba! Shireen shrieks and jumps up, knocking the board into disarray. Ahmed drops the dice. My father is home! He's alive! Yay! That makes me so happy. Oh, yay. Chapter 30. Thank goodness. We run over to them, him tripping over one another to hug him. Baba, where were you? Are you all right? Come get a cup of coffee and something to eat. That last statement is from my mother. We disentangle from Baba and walk downstairs with him. Mama tells us to set the table, the head of the table, with the good china and silverware. When we sit down, I let out a big sigh. What a relief to have Shirzad at his regular place, a kid's seat, and my father as the rightful head of the family. Lavash, my father says, and Coca-Cola? What a wonderful welcome home. Mama tells him about the governor's wife while he eats. I watch him. He looks thin and tired. He is covered in soot. But I don't see any injuries. After he swallows his last gulp of Coke, he burps. I can't help but giggle, mostly out of pure release of tension. Excuse me, Baba says, smiling. I'll try to tell you everything, he says. But first, I am fine. I was moved to a hospital where I was forced to stay and treat the injured. But it worked out well for me because the hospital was on the outskirts of Kuwait City, not so close to the oil wells or the main fighting. And you made it, says Ahmed. I look at my younger brother. I see some of that spark coming back into his eyes. Shireen can't stop bouncing around with excitement, and my mother is looking at my father with affection. I shoot a look at Shirzad. He grins at me. I know it's childish, but I stick my tongue out at him. Ha ha, you're not the boss anymore. He replies with a rude hand gesture. Yes, things are getting back to normal. Kids, Baba says, what I'm about to tell you, before we go anywhere or do anything else, is very important. Should we? Mama motions toward Shireen. She needs to hear this too, Baba says. He pats his knee, and Shireen runs over and climbs up on his lap. My father strokes her hair as he talks. First, I am profoundly grateful that each of you is safe. The joy I felt walking up the stairs and hearing you playing Monopoly, Baba wipes his eyes. It made my heart soar. Thank you for your hard work and patience and sacrifice. I came home to a house and a family that were well taken care of. He stops and looks at Shirzad. Shirzad, you have made me proud. You all make me proud. My father smiles at each of us. And I know that you'll continue to make me proud as our country and our friends move forward into the next chapter of our lives. Wow, I admit it. This speech makes me sit up straighter, and maybe that's a tear in my eye. I wipe it away before anyone can see. However, first, we need to close this chapter. My father frowns. Just because the war is ending, it doesn't mean our troubles are. I've been hearing that most of the electricity and energy plants have been destroyed. Our roads and bridges have been bombed out. We can't communicate with our friends and family in other cities. And it may be a while before we'll be eating good food again on a regular basis. But we will get through this. We are strong, and we are together. The war is over, shouts Ahmed. Hooray! Finally, says Shireen. It went on forever. Shirzad and I crack up. The war with Iran lasted 8 years. This one was only about 40 days. I was fortunate enough to be part of one of the first groups of people to make it back from Kuwait, my father says. Did you come up on Highway 80? I ask. I almost say the highway of death, but catch myself in time. My father looks at me sadly. Yes, he says, and there are many, many men behind me now that Saddam has ordered the army to pull out of Kuwait. The Basra-Kuwait highway is the only route back, so nearly everyone will be passing through or around Basra on their way home. I will be busy treating injuries and helping our soldiers. But for now, I'm going to take a nap. So no loud noises. Yes, screams Ahmed. Shireen punches him in the shoulder. He said no noise, she yells at Ahmed. The two of them start to bicker. Everything is getting back to normal, I think to myself. Or at least the new normal. Whatever that will be. I am so happy that Baba is home. Oh, aren't you? So happy about that. I can't help but relate this to what we're going through today. When we get back to normal, will our normal be the same normal or probably a new kind of normal when we're back in school or able to go places again? Well, we have 2 more chapters and then we're done. Hope you're loving it. Bye, guys. Thank you.